let me show you how to build a healthcare education management system here on Knack. So follow me to my desktop right now. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Knack. On this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to build a healthcare education management application without having to be a developer or a designer, and we can get started right away. So jump over to the link in the description and get started straight from here. We can go ahead and install this template right now by clicking install this app. Now, in a few seconds, we're going to have a ready to go application that we can go ahead and start customizing. And here we go. My application is now ready to start using and customizing. Let's go ahead and get started. And this is going to take you to the live application that we can go ahead and test out right now to see what features it already includes. For example, if I want to test this out as the instructor, I go ahead and select it, and it's going to give me access as an instructor. And as an instructor, I have access to my courses, for example. Or how about as the administrator? For example, I can view the courses, I can create a course straight from here, I can view the enrollments, the quizzes, submissions, students, I can add enrollments in this case if needed, and it's super easy and practical to use the templates because they are ready to go. Now let's go ahead and edit the test mode, and now I'm able to customize this application to make it even more robust and customized to my own needs. Now in this case, let's get started with tables. Tables are where the data is stored, and in this case, these tables are created by the template, so you can get started. If you need to create a brand new table, there's several options available. Just go ahead and click on plus table, and you'll be able to create a blank table, a pre-made table, an Excel or CSV import, or a Google Sheet import. So if you already have data that you're storing in Excel or Google Sheets, you can go ahead and bring it inside of here really easily. Now to customize these tables is super easy. In this case, I have selected courses. Now I can go ahead and add a brand new record by clicking on add a record and just fill out the details really easily. Or I can go ahead and customize each one of these records for the courses. Now, what if I need more details for courses? Well, just go ahead and jump into fields, add a field, name your field, and select the data type that you want to request for this specific table. And that column is going to be added to request more data. Now on the right, there's the connections for tables in this case. And this specific table is connected to instructors, lessons, enrollments, and progress. I can go ahead and customize this really easily, and I can add more connections by clicking on add connection. And on the right, we have validation rules, conditional rules, and tasks to make tables to make it even more robust. Now on the left, there's also the user roles. In user roles, in this template, there's administrators, instructors, and students. I can go ahead and add a brand new role really easily by clicking on add a role and creating the fields required for that specific role. For example, let's go ahead and select the instructor. The instructor requires these specific fields. Maybe there's more data that I want to ask for. For example, what is their gender? Well, just go to fields, add a field, and select the data type that you want to use for this specific data. So it's super easy to customize the fields. And in user roles, there's page access. This specific user role has access to these pages and doesn't have access to these other pages. I can make the customization really easily right here by editing access. And on the right, there's connections where I can add a brand new connection here if needed. There's also validation rules, conditional rules, and tasks to make it even more robust. Then on the left, we have pages. Pages, we can customize every single part of the application by changing the look and style of each one of these pages. For example, in the students course login, let's go to courses, and here's the course details. This will let me customize what the students are going to view in the course details. For example, all I have to do is select one of the elements, and I'll be able to customize every single aspect of these elements on the right. So whenever I select, I will be able to change here on the right, including adding a brand new section, adding a new element, and selecting the data type that I want to display in that new element. So it's super easy and practical to make changes in each one of the pages that are going to be viewable to your students, teachers, parents, etc. So it's really easy and practical to customize. And there's also an option to change the theme. You can go ahead and customize the global settings here by changing the logos, colors, fonts, and so much more straight from here. Then there's flows. In flows, we'll be able to automate certain processes here in Knack. I do recommend that you get started with the template so you understand how it works, and if the template is not available, go ahead and create one from scratch. Then I recommend jumping into settings and setting up everything just the way you need it for your specific requirements. And this is how you're going to edit your application manually. There's also the option to use AI. So if you want to chat with it to create a brand new user role, a page, a connection, and so much more, you can do it straight by using the AI here on Knack. Well, I don't know what you're waiting for. Sign up right now for Knack and start building your applications right away without having to be a developer or a designer. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that's a wrap.